Howdy again. It's Mr. Pete, tubalcain, your interweb shop teacher, and this is episode number 86A, the question portion of my What Is It Mystery Tools series. Thank you so much for following me, and thank you to the many people who have contributed items for the good of the cause. I sure appreciate it, and I still have a whole table full of items that I have not covered yet. And if you sent me something, it's still on that table. I only do 4 or 5 at a time, so today we have 4 items plus a bonus item from Illinois. So let's begin. Today is October 11th, 2023, so in about 1 week we will have a follow-up video with the answers. Please leave comments as to what you think these items are. Now, some of these I do know what they are, actually all of them except for this, sent to me fairly recently, and you may have seen me unpack it, from Ray Jaramillo out in Colorado. Thank you, Ray, for all your contributions. A wooden handle. There's a logo or some numbers or a name there. I do not know anything about it. I think that's a little loose. That should be tight. And this appears to be chrome-plated iron, or, well, it would be cast iron because of what you see here. Chrome-plated. You know, it reminds me of a shoehorn in some ways, but I am clueless. What do you think it is? Be sure and include the number in your guesses. So this is item 1. This is an interesting item, and I do know what it is, and it's also from Ray Jaramillo. He sends some really neat things. Quite heavy. It's made of iron. It's cast iron, and it has threads. Right here, can you see the threads? And these move, as do the other side. Now, I covered up the brand name here and a few other numbers that may give it away, but either you know it or you don't, and this is number 2. So what in the heck is the purpose of this tool, or whatever it may be? And I can assure you of one thing. This was extremely costly when it was made because it has to be very, very accurate. What is number 2? Here's item 3, and this was given to me by Bill Lucian. And you might recall that he was here recently and gave me a whole bunch of items that have not been covered yet in the videos. But he bought this at a surplus store. In fact, he gave me 2 of them. He said there was a whole bin of them. And I covered up the trade name there, although I don't think it'll help you. It's made of die-cast aluminum. There's a little clamp here of some kind, and then this roller. What in the heck is this? Well, I've seen them, I've used them, and I don't really like them, but it's still kind of interesting, and I think they were probably sold under more than one name. I would suspect that Craftsman had them as well as Stanley, and I don't know, probably just about everybody that wanted to sell them and put their name on them. And as you can see, this threaded rod here is adjustable. What is item 3? About a month ago, I was at Arnfest up in Union, Illinois at the Railroad Museum, and every year I meet Keith Rucker there, so I'll put that picture, and also Palmer Moynihan. So if I remember, I'll put those pictures at the end with the rest of the stills. But I bought this at Arnfest, and I won't tell you how much, and something else came with it, which I'm not going to show you until the second part. I had to cover up the labels because that would give it away. This is easy, actually. Matter of fact, everything was easy here today, I think, besides this thing. But people need to have success, too. All right, what is this thing? If you look down the bore here, let me use my flashlight. Can you see down there? There's a shaft with a slot in it. And this thing comes out. This is probably an adapter. No, it's tightened down too tight, but this sleeve with the shoulder on it would come out. Again, this is number 4. And if you look down at this end, there are 2 shall we call them spindles or collets, or I'm not sure. It appears that they are adjustable. This is made of aluminum. I would suspect this would be a $700 item if they still make them, but other companies may make a similar product that in fact does the same thing. Very well made. So I can't show you now, but if you turn that shaft that I just showed you down there with the lug, with the slot, it will rotate these spindles. So I will give you the answer in the follow-up video, but also I intend to do a standalone video on this demonstrating its use. So that'll be in the next month or two. Or, you know, I have probably 25 videos on my want list. That is, I want to do them, but I only make about 2 or 3 a week, so it's going pretty slow. And I still have about 20 in the can that I like to publish around, well, when the weather gets cold, people start watching videos. They don't watch them during the summer. At least they don't watch mine. There I am, whining again. And now for the bonus, if anyone is still listening, and I'm going to introduce it now because I'm going to show you some short footage and some still pictures locally here. As you know, in Illinois, this is corn country, as is Iowa and Indiana, incredibly rich, fertile soil. So if you pass through Illinois, you know that you're going to really see only 2 crops, corn and soybeans. But speaking of corn, I'm going to show you pictures of a cornfield, and I have questions as to what is the purpose of this cornfield? Why are they growing these crops in such a strange way with the tops chopped off and rows missing? People in this area will know what we're talking, or I'm talking about, because there are many fields like this around here, and there's really, really big money in it. And the corn is sent all around the world. It is so valuable and useful. So let's go right to those pictures now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Leave a comment, please. Before I cut to the cornfield, let me show you something here. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, or maybe I did it already. You know, my memory is pretty bad. I am a member of the Midwest Tool Collectors, and many of you are as well. It's a wonderful organization with the tool meets, but this is our monthly publication called The Grist Mill. But I want to show you something inside, and then we're done. The reason I'm showing you this is many of you do not watch Part A. You'll only watch Part B. But here is how it's handled in the Grist Mill magazine here. And this was probably one of my original inspirations, although other magazines, many magazines have done similar to this. Car magazines do a lot of it too. But on this page here are pictures of various unknown tools, and you're to guess, but the answers are always revealed in the following months. So this side here is the answers to from the previous set. So that's how they do it, but it does keep you guessing for a month. And just now, I don't know if you can hear it, the spite furnace kicked in. It's October 11th and it's cold. I'm sure my voice is not carrying in this video, but what is the reason for this cornfield being chopped off like it is? But not every row. I hope to show you some other images of this. The sun is too bright this morning. But why on earth are these few rows chopped and these not? Anyone in the Midwest will know the answer. And why are the end rows already chopped down? Now I'm at another field, and notice that some of the rows have been totally chopped out. What is the reason for the chopped out rows?